All right. Happy. I think it's Thursday. It's I I was just informed that I have to go to a 7-year-old birthday party on Saturday again. there's there seems to be an inexhaustible supply of 7-year-old birthday parties, and last birthday party I went to, Preston, my youngest, there was like a petting farm. They lived out in the country, and they owned their own farm. I guess it wasn't a petting farm, but it was like a fun farm, and they had pigs and chickens and rabbits, and they actually had these baby goats. And now everyone in the family thinks they want a baby goat. In addition to the 2 dogs and the cat that we already have, they want a goat. They were enamored with the goat. And I agree, it was cute in a farm setting. It is not cute in my house. I grew up on a farm. I had a goat growing up. His name was Poindexter. He could have been the dumbest animal ever. He was one of the most annoying goats. Not that I've had a ton of goats, but I've had one, and he was the most annoying goat I've ever known. He would butt you at every chance he got. And he would do it at the most inconspicuous time when you didn't expect it, much like when you were bent over picking up a tool or fixing some farm implement. He would decide that was a perfect opportunity to butt you. And it was painful, and he was big, and it got to be an annoyance, to be honest with you. I grew up with my grandparents and my mom. My granddad was an old farm cowboy, and he didn't really put up with much. And we were in the barn one day, and we were actually sharpening an axe. I don't know why that came to my head, but we were sharpening an axe, and we were on this big grinder. And as he was sharpening the axe, we were just both staring, and he was teaching me how to do it. And Poindexter decided this was a perfect opportunity to butt my grandfather. And as he slammed into my grandfather's behind, the axe hit the grinder. The axe then shot up into the behind us. As it's flipping in the air, we're gonna die. We're literally gonna die as this axe falls down on our heads. One of us. We didn't have hard hats back in the 80s. Like, that wasn't a thing. Like, personal protection was not the primary objective when we worked on a farm. And as the axe flew, thankfully didn't hit either one of us, we were kind of probably hoping it would hit the goat. But how about this? I will tell you the end of the story, because the next weekend we had a goat barbecue. And guess what? Poindexter never butted anybody again. So we're not getting a goat. Again, I've pointless story, but I was just thinking about that today. What I wanted to talk about is keyboard shortcuts. A lot of people like to hit the buttons on the meetings and the buttons in the GUI, and that's all well and good. But some people are keyboard shortcut commandos. They want a keyboard shortcut for everything. Well, guess what's in Zoom? A keyboard shortcut setting. You can literally go in here, and if you don't know where to go, you go to your settings tab right here in your Zoom meeting, and it pulls up this settings menu, and at the bottom you're going to see a keyboard settings. All right, it's highlighted in blue. I'm going to highlight it again with my Logitech Spotlight. Built into the settings are canned ones that are default shortcuts, like Command J to join a meeting, Command up arrow Command V to start a meeting. All these can be customized too. And that's the beauty of it. You can literally just hover over it, and then you can change this to meet whatever shortcut you want. So you can design all these shortcuts so you never have to be fumbling around trying to go and finding the button. You know what the shortcut is. You can even set up all these other ones to be global shortcuts. What is it? Global shortcuts? These are shortcuts that happen even when the Zoom app is not in focus. What does app not in focus mean? It's the front of your screen. So it can be embedded or in your taskbar, and you can still hit these global shortcuts and do all this stuff like mute and unmute audio, like mute everyone during as you're a host. All these are cool things that honestly no one really has except for Zoom. This is fantastic. Shortcuts are really the premier way that a lot of us, if we're Zoom commandos, we want to showcase our shortcuts and utilize this functionality. A good, cool little feature. Customize it all you want, and there's lots of them. Lots of them. All right, enjoy, and if you have a goat, no offense.